not trying to, like I said, reinvent the wheel. So.
Drake, what was the ACC rivalry? What are you looking forward to this fall?
I think anytime NC State and North Carolina are going at it, it's going to be a rivalry. I don't think we like them; they don't like us. So I think they got us last year. I could have made some plays to make that a different story, but they got a good team. They had a good program. They've done a good job over there, and they're too close to Chapel Hill for us to keep. I think 2 in a row, maybe 3 in a row was lost. I don't know the stats. 2 in a row. 2 in a row. Sam won his sophomore year, so 2 in a row is too much. Even 1 in a row. So flip that script and get back at him this year. Going to their place to be a rowdy atmosphere. I'm looking forward to it.
How many ticket requests you getting for this one, for the opener?
Yeah, shoot, I've got probably 15 already. That's the thing you love about playing here in Charlotte. Everybody wants to come. You got old friends, old coaches around here who want to support. And this city means so much to me. And my brother lives about a block away. He's down there working downtown. So it's awesome. Charlotte's a great place, and it means a lot playing here.
Drake, you kind of spoke to forming that identity, and Coach Brown and Coach Lindsey have both really emphasized the run game. You were Carolina's leading rusher last year, I believe. How, with kind of a healthier running back room, are you hoping to take some of that pressure off? You guys were riddled with injuries in that department last year, and kind of help take some pressure off of you and the offense in general, getting some big runs on first down.
No doubt. I think anytime running the football opens up, like I said, play action opens up. Doors for one-on-one matchups. So running the football is the game of football, the sport of football. Running the football, stopping the run. So just finding ways to balance that out. I think we got a great room. We got about 5 or 6 guys that can tote the rock. So just find which one steps up, which 2 or 3 may step up and contribute to big plays. But at the same time, I like to do my thing back there. So not trying to marry the run game, because I like to think myself can make some plays back there with the ball. And just finding merit to find an easy yardage. I think throwing some screens or throwing some shovel pitches here and there for easy yards, just making it easier on us, and we're not behind the chains.
Are those screens and shovel passes something Coach Lindsey's kind of incorporated throughout spring practice and then over the summer?
Yeah, I think anytime new offensive coordinator is, he brings some stuff, some wrinkles like that are good. That these ACC coordinators and defenses haven't seen yet from us. So just finding ways for those to get new yards and get easier yards, and making it 2nd and 7 versus 2nd and 10, and just find some ways like that.
You told us back in the spring one of your points of emphasis this offseason was to improve your footwork.
Yeah.
Are you satisfied with the work you've done, the progress you've made?
I like to say now when I'm on air, I like to say I'm satisfied, but it's a different ball story when live guys are coming at you. You don't really get a good gauge in fall camp. You get a better gauge than you do in an air because guys are around you. But until those guys are able to hit me, it's a little different story. So I think I'll gauge that at the end of the season. But I'm satisfied with my work this off season, and I felt like I've put in the good work footwork wise to make a difference, and I'm hoping it pays off.
I know that was one of the important factors when you talked to Coach Lindsey before he was hired, was about the footwork. How has that relationship gone with him, specifically in the realm of footwork?
No doubt. I think with Coach Lindsey, the best thing about him is, from all 5 of us in the room, he wants the same footwork and the same drop on each play. So he's hard on us. He kind of lets us feel it out on a play, what all of us, us 5 in the room think is the best footwork for that play. And if he doesn't see that footwork on that play, he'll go and get on you. And I think that's the best thing about being coachable and him getting on me. I think that's great. I don't do everything right, and I don't plan on doing everything right this season. So we're going to have some mistakes, and I'm going to have some stuff I need to clean up, and I think he's been doing a good job of staying hard on me and keeping me honest.
I was just talking to Cedric about the difference between the noise around the team now as opposed to 2 years ago. He said there are much more loud voices that resonate as opposed to 2 years ago. He named a bunch of guys on defense. John says it's like that on offense. Is that what you've seen as well?
I think a lot of guys that have some years of work. That's the big thing. It's hard to create, honesty and trust within your teammates if you aren't putting it on the field and in games. And guys like John said, they've done that. They're guys, you don't want to speak too much and yell too much because they're going to stop listening to you. So I think we've had a lot of different guys, kind of a core group. We got a leadership council that we have on the team that guys can go to and go within players. John and Seth are both on the leadership council. We go to guys and we can say, hey, this guy may need to pick it up, or this guy, what do you think of him, and just go to guys and keep everybody honest and try to carry that bottom tier of those guys and bring them up to the level of trying to surround ourselves with guys that want to be like us. So that's the main thing.
Drake, at the end of last year, there was a lot of speculation about other schools offering things to apologize for this. Give me an idea of what, sorting through all that stuff is like.
Yeah.
How many folks together?
Yeah, I think the best thing about that situation, I was telling you earlier, is I wasn't really in any contact with any college, and I didn't want to be. I think that's not kind of represent who I am and what this university means to me. I would have, if anything would have happened, which I didn't plan on it, because this is my dream school. I love playing quarterback for the University of North Carolina. And I would have went to Coach Brown and handled it the right way. I think all the rumors behind the back stuff, I don't think that was portrayed the right way. I think even the Pittsburgh coach, I'm not sure where he got that number from. I wasn't even aware of it. So I don't think a lot of the rumors kind of arise and went kind of behind the fence of what I was aware of. So I just never planned on leaving North Carolina. This school means so much to me, and I had to post a social media post about I was staying, and I didn't think I needed to do that. I thought people would kind of figure it out on their own, but it was really never. They kind of try to contact my old coaches and my parents. At the end of the day, I never directly spoke to anybody.
Scott Fowler from Charlotte.
Yes, sir. What's going on? Good to see you.
How are you? If you were maybe someone who had never met Matt Brown before,
okay,
how would you describe him?
Oh, yeah, that's a great question. Coach Brown, he's the most genuine, and he's the best with names I've ever known. You'll meet him for 2 seconds one day, 3 seconds, and you see him 2 years later, he'll know your name. He's the best. He knows your name, knows your family member's name. He cares about them, and the best thing Coach Brown is, he's always got a smile on him. You rarely catch him in a bad mood. He cares about you. He wants the best for everybody, and anytime you ever need anything, Coach Brown, that's the best thing about us players. Feel like you can go to him and ask him for anything.
Drake, what's the name of the air conditioning company that you do the commercial for?
Mitchell Heating Cooling. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Drake, you mentioned Sam Howell earlier about talking to him about what went right, what went wrong, lessons learned from a couple of years ago. What were some of the things he said didn't go right, or what he would do differently, maybe as he was giving advice to you with a high pressure season?
That's a good question. Like I said, that was kind of the main thing I try to take from him. What things he'd do over, what things I'll do again. The best thing that I got from him that he said he enjoyed, that was important to him, was taking care of all the off-the-field stuff like NIL, and obviously agents are in the world now. Taking care of that stuff before the season, and even having an idea or getting that done and not worrying about that during the season. Kind of having that not on your mind as you're going out there for a snap against Duke or something. Taking that out of it and just worrying about football that season. And obviously, I think one of the cooler things he mentioned was getting your degree and how that can mean so much. And he got his in about 3 years, so he did it fast. He's a smart kid, and how he can go on and do better things outside of football now. After football, and hopefully his career lasts a long time. Excited for him this year. He just started one of his first days of camp, and the Commanders heard he had a great practice, so I need to keep in touch. He's awesome. I think, like I said, I'll continue to ask him because he's been through everything. Same road. He's from Charlotte, went to North Carolina, played here. So just trying to, in this day and age, with all the same stuff. So just trying to, like I said, soak up all I can from him because he's lived it, and I want to be in the position he's at.
Did you ever
We're good.
Yep.
Out there, especially for 18-year-olds, getting paid. It's a little different when you turn professional. But I don't know about public. That's a good question. I think it'd be good for public knowledge to be within the team, just so everybody's honest and everybody knows what's going on. But public knowledge, in the entire world, I think it'd be weird going in class and a student decides and says, "Hey, you're making $50,000 a year. What's going on?" So.
What about legislation to protect you guys, like helping find better representation and legitimate stuff? Do you think that's needed right now?
I think it's a big deal. Some people out there are taking advantage of college football players that may not have great people around them to make decisions. I think that's when the college football programs I think can step in. I think North Carolina does a great job of kind of taking care of us and being smart with who we talk to and who we shake hands with. So like I said, protecting us. I think protecting college football players. That's the main thing the college football player wants. It makes No, I think, first off, take what defense gives me. I think I try to stretch the field some plays, so just check it down. Down there in the red zone, just find ways I can hurt them, in the air and and on the ground. I think the first drive I ran one in, and they were worried about me running a little bit, but they got great players. So kind of, I think the best thing for this is before the snap, kind of study them up down there and study them up, every look they got. But like I said, they threw some different stuff at us that we didn't see in the film. So they brought in some new personnel, and they got great players. At the end of the day, they're going to have players make plays. You're not going to win every play. So just bouncing back from negative plays and going back after it.
Playing 5 games without Antoine Green last year, 3 games without Josh Downs. Does that better equip you guys coming into this season having gone through that?
Oh yeah, I think some of my best friends from my roommates the first 2 years, Gavin and Kobe stepped up big. Bryson in my class, another guy, and guys like John and Kamari, using tight ends more. I think that's sometimes when we played our best football. We weren't narrowing in on just trying to get Josh and Antoine touches. Like App State, we threw it around the yard, not having them out there. We just played football. Went out there and played, and not worried about, hey, if Josh one-on-one, throw him here, or if Antoine's got a one-on-one fade, try to look at him here. So it's like those are the games where, it's like you're just going there playing football and not worrying about, which guy we need to call and just taking what defense gets.
As a Charlotte kid, how cool is it to play here, especially in high school? You were supposed to play here, but COVID took that away.
Yeah, I know. That was one of the killer things. We were supposed to play Charlotte Catholic my senior year here, and COVID took that away. That was going to be really cool. I don't know if it was Catholic. It may have been South Point.
It was South Point.
Yeah, it was South Point. My fault. Coach Cavett, my old high school coach, he still talks about that, how much of a bummer that was. I was talking to Sed earlier. I played Sed in the same city twice. I think we whooped them both times. But just having all the guys, Powers from here, he won a state championship here in Charlotte. A lot of the guys, some of my best friends, Bryson Nez is from Charlotte. Just having those guys coming back here and playing in front of our home city, and games coming up here, going to Carolina for the Panthers games, and just having that field is pretty cool. So I think we need to try to find a way to win one here. We play very well in Charlotte, so trying to change that narrative and have fun. This is what you dream of as a kid. So getting that opportunity to play here is awesome.
Drake, you talked about Clyde Christensen. What are kind of 1 or 2 things you've been able to pick up from your time with him so far?
Yeah, just watching some tape back of Tom and those guys. How consistent they are mechanically. I think sometimes I get a little antsy back here in the pocket. They get my feet to different places. The main thing I saw from Tom and Peyton and those guys, how consistent they are with their footwork and their throwing motion. No matter what the defensive lineman was here or pushing them here, they got back to the same spot and everything looked the same. Just knowing that, and Coach Christensen just studying the game, how those guys study, looking back at some of old Peyton's pregame notes. That stuff's awesome. I love that type of stuff. You don't get an opportunity every day. Just kind of looking at that type of stuff. Like I said, so good all the way.
On that quarterback fraternity, when you were up there, and Riley Leonard talked about beating you and all that stuff. What is it about quarterbacks and kind of that fraternity? You guys are, obviously competing against each other, but in some ways you're all in it together.
Oh yeah, I think we're all going through the same thing. Riley's become a good friend. He was my direct roommate down there in the Manny camp. We basically did everything together, and we realized turning a year backwards, and I'm probably hating Riley's running a 70-yard touchdown on us. So just getting to know him and see where he's from, and talk about some of the same conversations, and seeing some of the stuff our defense does to him and what his defense does to me. Talking like that, you don't get those conversations from anywhere else. How genuine these guys are. Sometimes you think these guys won't be as cool as they are, and they're awesome. So I've been a big fan of everybody I've met in the ACC and even out of the ACC as quarterback. So it's been awesome. Get to know those guys and pick their brains and see what they're doing.
Riley mentioned there might have been some trash talk, though, that you brought up the 70-yard drive. He might have mentioned some officiating.
Yeah, I don't think it was officiating. Avi did mention that. I forget what the penalty was. I don't know if it was something with the lineman downfield or something. I'm not sure what it was. I think you remember being mad at it. But yeah, it's always trash talk. It's competitive. I mean, it's Duke Carolina. It's rivalry. It's obviously not the basketball rivalry, but hey, we're still bad blood between down Tobacco Road. So I think that game that'll be tough. Duke's got it going. They got some good players. Coach Elko's doing a great job, and Riley's a great player. So we got our hands full when they come to our place. But we'll be ready.
Riley was just talking about you're getting other guys involved with NIL opportunities and the commercial that you guys did with I think the offensive lineman maybe.
Yeah, who was talking about it? You said?
Coach just now.
Oh yeah.
So
gee.
what was that all about? The commercial commercial with the line.
Yeah.
And how, as a leader, as a guy, do you kind of feel obligated, or what is your feeling on making sure the pie gets split up and everybody?
Oh yeah, I think that's a big thing. Making sure everybody gets taken care of. That matters to me, especially my linemen. I think we had a hitting and cooling company come to us and come to me and want to do something with commercials. So I got my linemen out there. We were all in our jerseys on the field, and they had some of their heating and cooling units out there. And they had some lines like, we protect our quarterback, like this company protects your house with cool air and stuff. So it was funny. It was awesome to get some of those guys out there and get them incorporated. It was more funny than anything. They enjoyed it. Just trying to get them, and I'm trying to get some gifts, some little gifts. I got some headphones during the season. I got some sunglasses for the receivers. I got a Jimmy Seafood thing with the receivers. So just trying to incorporate everybody. I think I need to do a better job of incorporating the defense more. Try to take care of my guys on the offensive side. But at the end of the day, it's a team thing, so I need to get everybody involved. But I try to take what the blessings that are coming to me and try to provide them and spread them around to the team. That's what it's about.
How much does that really contribute to chemistry?
Oh yeah,
building
no doubt.
a team.
I think you do something for somebody. I think it tends to go in the right direction. They care about you, and it's genuine. I try to do genuine things. Let them know that I care about them, and not just my teammates, but as a friend and outside football. I try to spread around and go with some guys. I need to take the linemen out more. We got the season approaching fast, and I take out for dinner more. So some of those guys are my best friends. Corey Gaynor and some of those guys, they're awesome. So,
You brought in
that a little bit. NIL pretty much started during the freshman season.
yeah.
How was that kind of